Millbrook Estates had a reputation: quiet, pristine, and HOA run like a military operation. The lawns looked cloned, the shutters uniform, and the homeowners obedient, except me, because I wasn't really one of them. I was Agent Marcus Lane, embedded with the Department of Justice's Organized Crime Division. My mission: observe, record, and eventually dismantle a laundering ring operating through luxury suburban development and homeowner associations. And my deck? It was a surveillance platform feeding real-time data to a federal sting operation. So when Karen, the HOA president, ordered it destroyed, she had no clue she was tripping a wire far bigger than a code violation. Welcome to the neighborhood. 2 years ago, I purchased a two-story house near the edge of Millbrook, directly overlooking a cluster of newly built homes. My deck, custom designed but well within regulation, faced those properties for a reason. It was outfitted with thermal lenses, long-range microphones, and a disguised uplink node beneath the planks. Millbrook Estates was under suspicion. Several of the development contracts tied to it originated from firms flagged in a federal probe, fronts for organized crime groups funneling dirty money into legit projects. My job was to stay invisible, observe, and wait. But Karen had other ideas. First strike. Karen arrived uninvited one morning, clipboard in hand, faux smile painted across her face. "Hi there. I noticed your deck is non-standard," she said, lips tight. "It's extending 4 inches beyond the HOA's visibility allowance." "It's within code," I replied, smiling politely. "We'll see," she said, walking off before I could finish. What followed was a cascade of notices: deck too wide, improper railing design, suspected unauthorized structural addition. I stayed calm. My team knew we were getting close to uncovering a laundering hub. But Karen? She didn't realize how deep she was digging or what she was digging into. The destruction order. A week later, I found a formal notice taped to my front door. Due to multiple unresolved violations, the structure, rear deck, is scheduled for forced removal under HOA Ordinance 12B-9. Demolition will occur within 48 hours if not voluntarily addressed. I flagged it. The tech team reviewed security footage and intercepted Karen's emails. That's when it became clear. She wasn't just a nosy neighbor. She was directly involved in the laundering scheme. Her late husband had ties to 2 shell companies we were investigating. She was trying to erase what she thought was a surveillance threat. She was right, and she was too late. The trigger. Exactly 41 hours after the notice, a local contractor hired by the HOA arrived with power tools and a demo crew. One worker stepped onto the deck, drill in hand, and removed the first plank. That single action triggered a security breach protocol. Within seconds, the uplink node sent a distress signal. My covert base in the basement lit up, and my team, parked in unmarked vans nearby, received a GO alert. The raid. The moment Karen arrived to oversee the removal, she was greeted by something she didn't expect. 20 federal agents in tactical gear swarming the block. 2 black SUVs blocked the street. A DOJ strike team secured the property perimeter. I stepped out wearing my official vest and badge. Karen froze mid-sentence as I approached. "Karen Monroe," I said firmly, "you are under arrest for obstruction of a federal investigation, conspiracy to launder money, and attempted destruction of federal surveillance equipment." "You're what? No, you can't do this. This is a neighborhood dispute," she cried. Behind her, agents were already pulling documents from her SUV and servers from the HOA office. "This was a neighborhood," I replied. "Now it's a federal crime scene." Fallout. Karen pled guilty to obstruction and money laundering. Her role in facilitating and covering up illicit real estate transactions tied her to an international crime syndicate. She's currently serving a 9-year sentence. Millbrook Estates was placed under DOJ oversight for 18 months. The HOA was dissolved. Several of its members were fined or charged. The deck? It's still there, now an official federal fixture. To the neighbors, I was just a guy with a non-standard deck. To Karen, I was a thorn in her side. But to the DOJ, I was the anchor of a case that unraveled a multi-million-dollar operation.